All right, Shane, this is Kyle Bailey with Front Burner Marketing. I work with Rick Payne over there. This is that video I promised you to talk about your website and some things I saw that some are just little issues, others are quite concerning. It would be to me. I didn't realize you were paying for SEO. So I'm definitely not. I'm always a little leery of tossing a fellow SEO under the bus, but at the same time, if you're paying for it, this stuff is not like rocket science. It's just the right way to do it. It's kind of like installing glass the right way versus you know probably some jobs you fix and going behind other people who didn't do it right. So I'll just start with your homepage. If you look up here, if you see this world symbol, that's because you don't have a favicon on the website. That is that's an easy win, and it shouldn't be that you don't have one. I'll just put it that way. Um, so if we look at your competition, if we just look at glass companies in South Lake, repair, or I can't type today. Right. Let's just look at South Lake. Who's ahead of me? Glass Guru. Let's look at that. All right. So you see this? What's loaded up here? It's a favicon, and what that does is when people see your logo here, this one's not great because it's still just a square, but yours would actually stand out more because when you look at your website, you've got this nice window. Uh, but what happens is you can actually see on this screen, if I look at these pages, there's nothing that's distinguishing them. If I look at this square over here, oh, that's the window guy. Okay, so that's why favicons are so important. They're a little subliminal brand connection that people have, and it helps them navigate their own experience with you. So it's really important. Um, when I look at the structure of the page, of course, this is your home page. It's a little bit different, but it's very concerning that you only have one H2 tag. You should have 15 or so, maybe 20 H2 tags on your homepage. And then as we go into the service pages, it should really be like that. And again, there's only one H2. The H1 tag, there should only be one. It's not that it used to be a killer if you had more than one, not anymore. But having an H1 tag is good. That's good at least. But there should be a lot of H2 tags. And so let's take a look at what the headers are. So window replacement, that's great. Request an estimate, there's no keyword in that. And so that's a problem because that's the one thing Google has to hang a hat on this website, on this page. Okay, so we're always shooting for about 1,000 words of content and 15 or so H2 tags because that gives Google plenty of meat to sink their teeth into. So that's a big one. I looked at several pages; they're kind of all constructed the same way. This I only found this once, but of course I don't have access to your Search Console. Search Console, that's something we use. It's Google provides it. They crawl your site every month. They give you a report on it, and it's I'd say it's about 90% of what's actually out there. It's a pretty good tool, and it's free. What this is a 404 page that's indexed. What this means is Google has a page, they're directing to your website, and it doesn't exist. So what I did is I went into your website to go, okay, well, what's the deal? Why is this why is this page not returning? Because I know for sure that you have a window replacement page because you're a window replacement company. And so this is what I found. What I found is if you look at this URL, is that the right one? No, this is custom shower glass. Okay, let's find that. Yeah, here we go. Service/custom shower glass. So if you go here, you see just custom shower glass. And what that means is somebody created a navigation taxonomy where they put the services page above it. There's nothing wrong with that necessarily. That's not the way I would do it, but that's another whole conversation. Regardless, when you do that, what you have to do is you have to redirect these pages, because now this has a different URL. It's like a different address on a street. If you put an 11 before somebody's address, you're going to get a different address. And it's the same way. If you put services before custom shower glass, it's custom shower glass, just like this is, you now have a different URL. It's a different address. Okay, so whoever's handling this needs to redirect this one here over to go back to your standard page. These are a bigger deal cumulatively, but they're a really bad customer experience. This is something that if a customer found that page, that would be a really bad experience. I would also talk to whoever is doing your images. This one is a smaller image that got blown up because of the theme setup. It's a common problem. We have it too, but you just want to have it on your radar. This really, especially for glass, you want to have a really good visual experience. When people are talking about doing work in their home, they will search on desktop more than the standard person. If it's HVAC or if it is plumbing or something like that, they're going to look on their phone and that's it. But when I'm going to do high dollar work in my home, I'm going to look on desktop so I can have bigger images. And so you got to make sure your larger images aren't blurry. Let's dig into a little bit more of the serious issues that I've found. So this page is Premier Window and Glass Services in ULIS, and I found this by going into your index report. You can always go into Google at any time. You can search your website. Let me show you how to do this real fast. So you can just go search your website and just go to the home page. And then what you can do is just go right after the www dot or the HTTPS. Yours has a www, so right before the actual name of your website. Radiant Windows and Glass. If it was Bob's Burgers, it would be right at the B on Bob's Burgers. So remove everything before it, type the word site, and then colon. So site, colon, then the name of your website, hit enter. And what you're going to come up with is every page that Google has indexed on your site. Now this varies, and what you'll see here is you've got 48 results here. You've got 77 results here. Don't worry about that. That's just a thing with Google. It's a vagary that shows up. Just keep, it's really more of a thumb in the wind than it is a precise instrument. But it does give you kind of a cross-section of what Google has indexed on your website, okay? And so what I'm looking at is these titles. If you look at these are what the pages are titled. And that is a problem because We Offer Financing doesn't have any keywords in it. So I would retitle that page to We Finance Your Home Window Project, your window replacement project. Because obviously most people are not going to finance a window repair. So go towards the people that it is going to speak to that customer, okay? So we finance your window replacement project. About us, this is fine. Contact us. I always feel like it's wasted real estate when you don't add a keyword. Contact us. I would do a upright divider. I like these. They're using the same ones that I like to use. Upright divider, then a keyword. Contact us. South Lakes Premier window replacement company, or glass replacement company, or shower glass, whatever it is you're wanting to say. Same thing with our work. Anytime you got a short title, get something in there to where it looks good. Replacement window repair. I feel like those are two different things, and here's why. Replacement windows is like maybe up to a $20,000-$30,000 project. Window repair, you're going to repair a couple of windows. I would definitely separate those. Though you're not talking to the same audience on that page. This is more of a sales thing than an SEO thing, but you use SEO to push people to the sale that you're trying to show them. So like I'm trying, and I don't mean push people like manipulatively. Manipulatively, I can talk. What I mean is, if someone's looking to replace all their windows, they don't want to talk about repair. That's not the project. The project is I want all my windows in my house replaced because I want to improve my energy. I want my house to look better. I'm tired of these ugly windows. I'm tired of these foggy windows. Okay, they're not looking at repair. Repair is a different thing. So I would separate these into two different kind of silos. Okay, now So that's like a positioning problem. That's not so much an SEO problem necessarily. The next thing is though, this is a big deal. So I see what they're doing. They're doing local pages. So they got a Euless, they got a Hearst, Coppell, Bedford, but they call it Premier Window and Glass Solutions. When people search for, when they have a problem in their home, they're searching for the solution to that problem. And when you look at, if I'm repairing a window, I'm not looking for a glass solution. I'm looking for a window repair company. And you can easily see this. I haven't even researched this, but I know this field well enough to know. Now watch me follow my face, that'll be funny. Let's say window repair company, South Lake. I'm going to show you a couple of things that'll tell you how competitive the keyword is. So when you see two, these are LSAs, Google Guaranteed, local service ads. There's two there, and then you got to sponsor. You've got to add above the map pack. That tells you this is a really valuable keyword. Okay. And you see all these window repair, glass company. That's interesting. Glass repair, window repair. Now this is another key. When Yelp is using that in there, because they have millions and millions of dollars put into getting to the top of Google, because that's how they sell a company like you on, hey, for dollars you can get in this top 10 best list. But they can't sell the value of that without being there. They can't sell the value of that without being, high on page one. Okay. So here you are, South Lake window repair. But what I'm trying to point out here is Premier Window and Glass Services. You don't see services in any of these that we just looked at. There's no services. There is one that said Glass Company, because people are also searching for a window or glass company. They're not searching for solutions. Well, let's give it a shot. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's give it a shot. We're gonna go to Google. This is another way you can look at this. Search window repair, and I'm not even gonna put a city on it. This will give more of a cross section. Yeah, dude, look, repair all the way down. So what I'm looking at is I'm going to search window repair, but maybe Google goes, hey, you know what? There's enough millions of people searching this other word that you might want to think about it this way. So now what I can do is I can put a space behind that, and that'll give me some variations. It doesn't. So then let's see. Let's do a space here. Yeah, it's all repair, man. It's all repair. And I've got tools that tell me what the search volume are and all, what ads are paying and things. So yeah, I would definitely hand off to your people to get away from solutions. Forget Premier, because Premier doesn't do anything for you. You can say the best, because people are looking for the best. Best is a good keyword to use, but nobody's searching for Premier. It's a good branding positioning place to be. It's not going to do you any good sales wise, and it's not going to do you any good SEO wise. Okay, this is an old, outdated tactic. Discover Euless, Texas. What used to work is to give like a general sense of, hey, this is the city of Euless, and that would give you some location juice. But that is completely outdated now. Okay, so let's take a look at what the H2s are. So all the H2s should be all about solving the problems. Now they're doing a little bit better job on this page, so they got 7. Premier Window Glass Services in Euless, okay. Discover Euless, wasted. Transform your home with quality windows, wasted, because you're not window replacement. I'm not, so I don't search transform my home, right? That is the truth of what's happening, and you could mix it in, but the majority of your H2 should be bang on keywords that solve my problem. I'm a homeowner, I need new windows, I want windows replaced, I want window replacement, I want better windows, I want energy efficient windows. Energy efficient windows, I don't know what I said. See, you're still in this general services thing. I don't know what's the experience, the radiant difference, question free estimate. I mean, it's okay, this isn't horrible, but it's definitely not dead on. And man, the competition out there is so big, you got to be dead on anymore. If you're in a low competition business, maybe like if you paint cars purple and that's your job and that's what you do, maybe you can kind of get away with kind of middle of the road. But you really have to, and you also need a lot more pictures. This, a lot more pictures. People, this is a visual. You're in a visual space. You can also see how this picture is off kilter. It's not balanced, and they're using the same picture on the top and the bottom. So it'd be one thing if it was a different picture on the bottom or a different picture on the top, and one of them was straight. This is one of the problems you run into, and that's why I started providing so many pictures for my customers, is because you just don't think about these things. You don't think about the fact that you're going to be lining your picture up against that absolutely 90-degree straight line, and so it shows up anything that's off kilter. That's an old word. That's how you know you're old, if you're using kilter. So there's more, but this is plenty. If your guys just straighten out your H2 tags and go after more relevant keywords. And by the way, this is how you know it's not working for you, is because when I search, if I do Ulyss, and I would imagine you're not getting any calls from Ulyss either, you're nowhere to be found on this. So that's how you know it's not working. I'm just looking through here, making sure I'm not wrong. Okay, so you're on page 2. You're down close to the middle of page 2. Let's see. Let's open this page and see what's up. Because I don't see Ulyss on here. This is your home page. That means your Ulyss page isn't even ranking for you. Yeah, this isn't your Ulyss page. This is your home page. So your Ulyss page is not ranking for Ulyss. So yeah, there's a lot of things that need to be done differently on local pages to get them ranking, and most of them are not done on these pages. So I hope this is helpful. I hope it's not too much bad news all at once. But yeah, let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. If you got questions about if any of this wasn't clear, I'm happy to do whatever I can. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks.